Hey everyone, welcome to another vlog of mine. So this is gonna be about Assassin's Creed Syndicate. Now, first things first. I have beaten the main storyline. I have gotten I think I've beaten most of or all of the side missions in the way of the people that you go to get missions that have nothing to do with the main mission or the main storyline. And I think the only one I haven't done is one that I can't say yet until near the end of this video, just because I don't want to spoil something for you guys. So here is what I am gonna say is gonna be, I hope, not considered spoilerish, but if you do not want to be spoiled, please stop listening now, because I don't want any people yelling at me in the comments. So, here are the things that I do like and the things that I don't like. The things that I do like, I like the game. I think what they've done for this game is really impressive. I love the two-player thing that they done, the whole brother and sister thing. I love how they have the two separate storylines for each person, even though every once in a while they'll intertwine. I like how you can take over each, I guess you could either call it a really big city or a really big neighborhood. I don't know what you would call it. But yeah, it's really cool, and I like how you have to do certain things to unlock or to make it become your side and not the evil side like it is, which you'll somewhat understand when you see when you play the video game yourself. Now, for the storyline itself, one thing I was disappointed on was that there wasn't enough present day stuff, in my opinion at least. I would have preferred a little bit more present day stuff like they have done in the past. The one thing I wouldn't have liked them to do is what they did in the last couple of video games, where the undercover assassin is in enemy lines and he or she is in the office, which is one thing you'll find out in this video game, whether it's the beginning, middle, or end, or somewhere in the middle of beginning and middle, or somewhere in the middle of middle and end. You'll find out for sure, 100%. And at one point you'll think, "Oh, you're this assassin," but it's not. You find out at a different time. So, another thing I don't like is when you're gonna go to do a mission and you click the X or whatever button you use for Xbox controllers. You have the London, the Big Ben appear, and that's just annoying in my opinion. Like, they could have at least not have that loading screen like they have it in the past, or just have different things so it's not the same thing over and over and over again. So there's that. Now, they are starting to become a little bit repetitive on the way how they do their storylines, and how there's the big boss guy or woman, and they have to go through all these little I don't know whether you consider main character or mini side characters, but it's starting to get kind of repetitive, in my opinion at least. I think what they need to do is they need to have a couple of big main characters in the show, or not show, the video game. So like to make it feel like you're not just going through the same old motions with each video game. Not that they're always the same, but you kind of see what my point if you've played this game in the past games. One thing that kind of annoyed me with Ubisoft is that when you pre-order Assassin's Creed Syndicate, you get Assassin's Creed Unity, which, in my opinion, that didn't make any sense, because if you haven't played Assassin's Creed Unity, why would you play Assassin's Creed Syndicate? It doesn't make any sense, because you need to know what happened in the last one to know what's happening in this one, because there's kind of like in the present day type storyline, you need to know that to be able to be playing Assassin's Creed Syndicate, in my opinion, at least. What I found funny in the storyline, there's this rich lady who has this like Taco Bell type dog in her purse, and at first she just calls her Dizzy, but then you hear her call the dog Desmond, which is kind of a mind blower in my opinion. So I'm kind of wondering, did the father get this name from this part of the series and just call him after a dog? And if so, that's kind of sad in a way, if Desmond Miles was named after a dog from London, England. Also, they make a little bit of a reference from Kenway, the assassin from Assassin's Creed Black Flag, which I thought was pretty cool. It's a little bit of a reference, not a huge reference. They go into his former place, which I thought was pretty cool. There's some characters that I think were a little bit overdone in the way of like insanity type of thing. So anyways, so I think I've rambled on long enough. So overall, I like this video game. I think you could play it for a long time, especially because of how much stuff there is to collect in the video game. The Secret Stories of London, or whatever it's called, the thing where you have to collect 32 what looks like discs. No, I don't mean like CDs, but like discs that you throw, like frisbees, I guess you could call them, that have the assassin symbol on it. I thought that was interesting of what you get after, even though it's kind of obvious when you see it in the end, because of the fact that it happens in every single video game, or every single Assassin's Creed game. So I thought that was pretty cool. Anyways, so overall, if you're a fan of the Assassin's Creed series, go get this game. If you've never played an Assassin's Creed game, then you might want to look on YouTube on past Assassin's Creed games, mainly the present day stuff, just to catch up on some stuff before you get the game. And for those that you haven't played the game, I would still suggest getting it, because it's really awesome, and you get to play two different people. Now, one thing I will say before I leave that I didn't like was that when you got these ability type stuff for Jacob, they wouldn't automatically transfer over to Evie, his sister, which really frustrated me, because when I first thought, I was like, okay, cool, the sister's gonna get this too. And then I go over to the sister to add something for her, and it's same thing. Same thing. I have to add the same thing for her too as the brother, which was kind of frustrating. But when it comes to the whole your gang, when you add it on one person, it'll stay with the other two. So I thought that was weird. But anyways, and it's cool to have a gang. But anyways, that's it for today. Sorry if this was a long one, and hopefully the video part of this isn't boring. So whenever you watch this, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, and goodbye.